Well, how we doing, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining online with us as we gather together tonight at the summit online. We are really excited that next Sunday, FBCW will be opening our doors to you to allow you to once again worship in the house. We'll worship again as a faith family in the midst of in the worship center. We're really excited for that. It's gonna be a little different. One thing that we need you all to do is register for which service you're going to come to. We're going to offer an 8:45 and a 10:15 service. They'll be close to being identical, just a couple of slight differences as far as one's more acoustic, one will have more of the entire band. We need you to register. If you and your family are coming, we need to know how many of you are coming. We've had to put a cap on how many can attend a service, and we don't want to turn anybody away. We want to make sure we're not turning visitors away, so we need to know exactly how many of you will be attending. So please register. You can find that on our church Facebook page, on our church website. I'll put it here in the chat window as well. But please let us know who's coming. It's going to be phenomenal being back in worship together again. You know, even though I feel like we've done well coming together online, coming together in this kind of manner, this is not a substitute for the real thing. I miss community. I miss worshiping with one another. I miss hearing you all sing. I miss getting hugs from Patsy Johnson. I miss shaking Gary Sampson's hand. And while even though when we come back, we still won't be able to do some of those things, we'll still be back together in the same room. The one thing we are asking people to do, we are asking them to wear a mask. And while we have differing views and some have different opinions on that, the one thing we can all agree on is that we should model the humility of Jesus. If you read Philippians chapter 2, when it shows us that example of humility, it's always that we're seeking the highest good for others, more than we're seeking the highest good for ourselves. So while yes, we have our own thoughts, we need to lay those aside and consider others more highly than ourselves. Consider their health, consider their needs, consider their fears as well. So please wear a mask and just join us together in service. What does that mean for Sunday nights? That is still up in the air. Because there's so many different logistical things that we're going to go into Sunday mornings, we need to consider how we're going to properly do Sunday nights. And so in the meantime, we'll probably do this a couple more weeks online. If not, once some things get a little bit less restricted, once some guidelines are a little bit easier to deal with, we'll be able to come together and do some things outside. We'll be able to come together and just enjoy each other's company in different ways. And so we're excited, but just hang in there. We'll let you know exactly what that looks like. But this morning we were able to, honor all of our graduates. Tonight we want to honor you, senior graduates, seniors in high school, even more. This has not been the greatest year when it comes to you guys. You guys have had to go through a lot of things these last few months, and some of the big highlights that you all look to in your senior year have been kind of thrown to the side. But we want you to know that does not throw off anything else. That does not throw off all the milestones you've reached. It does not hinder anything. You guys are still worth celebrating. So we are coming together tonight to celebrate you. And one of the things I want to ask is if there's any moms, dads who are in the house, I ask them that they join and watch this video stream. If you want to send this link here in the chat window, send this link to someone else who wants to watch, and share with your mom, your grandpa, because this night is all about you. This is your chance just to shine for a little bit, just to shine a spotlight on you guys for an evening, for a moment. So with that being said, I don't think I can fully do you all justice. So I have asked those of you watching, I've asked our seniors just to help me, just share share some words of encouragement, just share some thoughts, just answer a couple of questions, and join me. And so the teaching time is handed over to these amazing seniors and these amazing graduates. So give it up for our seniors and listen to the words that they want to share with you.
Hi, my name is Kennedy Foreman. I'm a senior graduating from Odella and Washington State Community College.
Hi everyone, I'm Peyton Barton and I'm going to be graduating from Parkersburg South this year.
Hi, I'm Kate Jarrell and I'm graduating from Williamstown High School.
Hi, my name is Carrington Foreman. I'm graduating from Odella and Washington State Community College.
Hey church family. So this is my 5th time filming this because I've messed up. So let's hope this is it. Bear with me, we got this. My name is Lily McMullen, for anyone who doesn't know me. I will be graduating from Williamstown High School this year.
Hey everyone, my name is Emma Coiner and I will be graduating from Williamstown High School this year.
What I've been doing these past few weeks, I've been working a lot. I've been walking my dog and just started a bunch of different projects that haven't been finished yet.
One thing I've been trying to do to keep myself busy during quarantine is keep my room clean and work out. Yes.
These past few weeks, I've been finishing my classes, reading some books, and watching a lot of movies.
During quarantine, I've been working a lot at McDonald's, and I've been hanging out with my family more, so that's been a lot of fun.
Since we are obviously in a pandemic and having to stay home, I have been watching too many romance movies, for sure, way too many, and just trying to spend time with my family while I have it.
Over this period of time that we've had off, I have been doing a lot of reading and watching a lot of Netflix, a little too much, but I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that.
I plan to attend Cedarville University and major in graphic design.
So my plans for the future are that I will hopefully have a graduation for South, and then I'm going to be going to WVU with Lily. She's my roommate. And then I'm going to study audiology, and then hopefully go to grad school somewhere in like the Carolinas or Florida, because that's where I want to live.
In the fall, I plan to attend the University of Pittsburgh, where I'll double major in finance and global management.
I plan to attend Cedarville University and major in allied health on the pre-PA track, so that hopefully in the future I can become a PA.
In the fall, I will be attending West Virginia University and studying exercise physiology. I am also extremely blessed that I get to continue my track career at WVU too.
Concerning my future plans, I will be attending West Virginia University and I will be majoring in political science.
One thing that I'm really looking forward to for Cedarville is I'm really excited to meet my roommate because we met online and I think we'll get along. I'm really excited to meet her.
One thing that I'm really excited for in this next chapter of my life is to meet new people and just make stronger bonds with the people that I'm friends with.
I'm most excited for college because I'm really happy I'll get to live in the city, and I want to learn a lot in all my classes.
One thing that I'm excited for the fall is getting to actually be on Cedarville's campus and meeting a bunch of new people there.
As I move on to this new chapter in my life, I am extremely excited for the change just coming up ahead.
The one thing I'm super excited for about my new journey is just really stepping in to the path that God has laid out for me, like meeting new people, experiencing new things, and just truly becoming the woman that God is making me into.
One thing I'm gonna miss about high school is I'm really gonna miss my friends, and I'm also really gonna miss going to Summit every week. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
One thing that I'm going to miss about high school is just South's school spirit, and I'm going to miss going to all the games and being in the student section and stuff like that, but I'm also super excited to go to WVU games.
The things that I'll miss the most about high school are seeing my friends every day and softball season.
One thing that I will miss about high school is seeing all my friends all the time. When we went to online, we didn't get to see each other, so that was a bummer, and I'll definitely miss that.
In high school, I would definitely miss going to all the sporting events and cheering on your friends. That's such a great time.
The one thing I will be missing about high school is fall. Everything about fall at Williamstown is just amazing. You have football games, you have the student section, soccer season, just everything about it. Like, I will miss it so much.
One thing that I've learned with coming to the summit is that in everything that you do, there's little acts of worship. So if you're reading the Bible or if you're like hanging out with friends, everything you do, like, that points to how your relationship with God is and like what you have in your heart. And so you need to be careful of what you worship. Like, sometimes we get too sucked into social media, or we just care a lot about what other people think of us, and that's not really what we should keep in our hearts.
Okay, one thing that I learned from Summit is that going to church is fun, and that the friendships that you have based on like you both have a relationship with God are the best type of friendships.
I've learned in the summit that even though a group of people is so different and don't have very much in common, we can still all worship together and have fun, and I really like that.
One thing I've learned from coming to the summit is how important it is to be a reflection of God, not to shine for ourselves, but to shine for His glory.
I have learned a lot from attending Summit. I have attended Summit since 6th grade, so I've been here a while. But one thing that has really stuck out to me is that we have a place to go to every Sunday night and worship and learn about God. And obviously, people across the world don't get to do that. So I've just learned to be really grateful for that.
One thing that I have learned from coming to the summit is that no matter where you are in life, no matter where I go, no matter where you go, you are always going to have someone that is motivating you to be a better person, and always having someone to have your back no matter where you go.
Advice for underclassmen: invite your friends, and if they say no, invite them again. And even if they say no, they'll know that you're somebody that they can talk to about this, and that the invitation is open for them to come, and like maybe someday they'll be like, hey, like remember when you invited me to the summit, like are you still like, is that open, like can I still go, because I really...
One thing that I would tell the underclassmen is that when it comes to friends, quality is always over quantity.
Some advice I have for the underclassmen is don't take anything for granted and cherish this time you have and all the people you get to spend it with, and just learn as much as you can.
And my advice for underclassmen is to surround yourself with other Christians. Go to Summit, go to your life groups. If your life group is doing something, go to that and just hang out and grow closer together and grow closer to God.
My advice to the underclassmen would be to always try and find the good in any situation. I live by that. I just think it's something everyone should do. One more thing, I really want to thank everyone in this church family for everything you've done for me. Like, you guys are crazy and amazing. I love it. And I just want to say I will for sure miss you all next year. So, thank you.
If I could say anything to you guys, I would just say that be authentic, no matter what things come into your way, no matter who you're hanging out with, and it's so hard, I know, because I struggle with that, but just be real. Like, don't follow the crowd. Stand out and be what God wants you to be instead of what others do.
Well, a huge thank you to Peyton, to Kate, Kennedy, Carrington, Lily, and Emma. You guys gave us some amazing thoughts. You guys gave us some amazing words of encouragement. Underclassmen, whether you are freshmen or up to junior, even mom and dad, hopefully you hang on to some of those words and some of those words of insight that they had. I'll be honest and say that every year around January, this is just every year in youth ministry, I hate January. And you're mad at me, this is weird, but you'll understand here in a second. I hate January because as we enter into the new year, I then realize that I am halfway done with that year. I'm halfway done with that school year, and I now have a senior class who I only get to share a few more months with. And you guys have been an amazing group, and it's been rough preparing for this season right now that we are in. But I want you to hang on to that last sentence, that last thing that appeared on the screen, starting now. I want you to hang on to that, and I want you to remember that, because while yes, we're celebrating these milestones, while yes, we celebrate where you've been, where you've come from, today we're also celebrating, along with you and along with your family, where you are going next. Fun fact, there is a groundhog right behind the camera. Okay, if I freak out at any moment, I will leave this. I will not cut this. There's a groundhog over there. So if I freak out and he runs towards me and knocks over the camera, that's what happens. Okay, back up a little bit. But we're celebrating with you where you've been, but also where you're going next. Let's first just talk about where you've been. Think about the last few years. They've been filled with some amazing memories. They've been filled with some big wins, even some losses, so some successes, some failures. They've been filled with milestones. They've been filled with really hard work and determination that's got you to where you are today. And today we want you to share some of those moments with the people around you. So if you would, I would love for you guys to get on your social media later, whether Instagram, Twitter, whatever, Facebook. Just post a picture that you feel like represents these last 4 years. It can be a couple pictures, just some amazing memories, whether it's something that happened on the track, something that happened in band, something that happened wherever. Just post a picture that just shares and it can fully capture where you feel like you've come from, whether it's a goofy photo, a sports picture, whatever. Then I want you to make a note about something you'll remember from this year specifically, something that you'll remember from this time of life, something from your senior year. Why, yes, it's gone off the rails a little bit. You are still worth celebrating. That's why we are here tonight. I want you to share something specific about this year, something you've learned, something that you experienced. And I want you to share that also on our social media. And all those posts, just tag us in it. Let us know what you guys have experienced. I want you to share that with somebody. Just talk about it over dinner, in a family text, in a small group text, post on social media, whatever do. Just share something that you will remember from this season. Your friends, your family, we all want to hear from you. And that's why I asked you guys earlier just to share some of your thoughts, some of your words of wisdom with everybody, because we want to hear from you guys. You are the reason why we are here tonight celebrating. You're the reason why I do youth ministry. You guys are amazing people, some amazing kids. I'm excited for you. But let's talk about what's next. By this point, you've already made some big decisions. As you shared where you're going to school, you guys shared about where you're going with your majors and where you hope to go with your careers. I'll be honest, I think 10 years ago, as I entered into Marshall, I was still completely panicked. I didn't decide where I was going to school until July, before the semester started in August. And you guys know that I chose to be an athletic training major. Had no idea what I wanted to do with that. I knew where I wanted to go. I just didn't know how to get there. I'm still working my way through that. But you guys have made some big decisions. But here in a couple months, the decisions are going to be a little tougher. You're going to have to be making a lot more life decisions than what you've ever had to experience so far, and that's going to sound terrifying. But I promise you, you are not alone in any of this. But starting now, your decisions about who your friends are, what you do with your time, what you do with your money, how do you date, who do you date, how you treat other people, all of these are the decisions you are about ready to start making. And they will all have a big effect on the quality and the direction of the life that you have ahead of you. Maybe the kind of responsibility is exciting. Some of you, that is exciting. And for me, I was so excited. But the moment my mom and dad left Marshall, I was terrified. And that might be some of you right now. Some of you guys are terrified about the next season ahead. Moms, dads, if you're watching, some of you guys are excited, some of you all are terrified, and I can't even imagine that. But I want to take some of the pressure off you. I want to take some of the pressure off that idea, some of that decision making. And here's what I want you to know tonight. Making decisions for yourself isn't the same as making decisions by yourself. Right now, you have an amazing support group around you. You have amazing community, amazing family, whether that's mom, dad, pastors, youth pastors. Hopefully you call me when you need something. You have small group leaders, classmates, teammates. All these people have been with you every step of the way these last few years, helping you make these amazing decisions. They're not going to leave you. They're not going to leave you. For me personally, just because you guys graduate, you guys will always be my kids. One day you'll be 30, 40 years old and you'll have your own kids, but I'll still think of you as my kids because how much you all mean to me. But you will not be making these decisions by yourself. It is your responsibility to grow, yes, but they're going to help you grow. We're all going to help you grow. See, not only do you want to seek who God's calling you to be, we all seek to see you become who God wants you to be. And we all want to point you to that person. We all want to point you to that maturity. We're going to help you grow in any way that we can. These are the people. Think about those people. These are the people who you're going to call. These are people that you're going to reach out to. These are going to be people who are going to drive to Morgantown I'll even consider driving to Morgan. I will even, write it down, I will even consider wearing a WVU shirt. Lily, I already told you, a WVU track shirt is probably the only WVU shirt I will wear. So write it down. If you want to get that to me, I will come wear a WVU track shirt. But no WVU football. I bleed green, and I can't do it. The seniors, every one of us, all of us who are around you, all of us who have been your supporting cast along the way, we are so proud of you. We're so excited for you. We're so proud of where you've been. We're so proud of who you are today. And we're so proud of where you are going. But today is not just a celebration for you seniors. Today's a celebration for your family. You got to look at your moms and dads later and say, wait, don't tell them this. There's now a second groundhog. There's now a second groundhog. This is weird. But today, I'm sorry, rabbit trail or groundhog trails. Today is a celebration of your moms and dads and your family as well. They've put you through school. They have raised you. They've trained you. They've gone the terrifying moments of teaching you how to drive. I mean, they've gone some amazing efforts to see you become who you are today. And they have laid the groundwork for you to succeed. These last 18 years have been them preparing a launching pad for you just to skyrocket off into success, skyrocket off into great, amazing things. You need to celebrate them. Sit around your dinner table tonight, or sit around the campfire, whatever you do with your family. If you're going to walk with them, tell them how thankful you are for these last several years, specifically these last 4 years of high school, how they've walked you through breakups, how they walked you through stupid boys. They're all stupid. There's no boy here tonight that we're honoring, so we'll say they're all stupid, right? But tell them how much that you've appreciated them. Your parents are amazing people. They've been your mentors. They've been your leaders. But not only your family. Think about these small group leaders who have walked through life with you these last few years. You've called them. You've texted them. You've been on Zoom calls with them. Just tell them later how much they have meant to you. They've come to your soccer games. They've come to your track meets. They've come to your softball games. They've listened to you all lead worship. Just reach out to them. Tell them how much they've meant to you. You have not accomplished all these things you've accomplished on your own. You remember who you've been. You remember where you're going. You remember where you come from. You know, I've shared this before, the advice that my mom and dad always gave me, the one thing they've always instilled in me was remember whose child you are. You're going to step forward into college, and you need to remember that, whose child you are. While, yes, you are Brad and Tina's daughter, or you're Anda and Mike's daughter, or you're Tanya and Matt's daughter, you need to remember right now that you are a child of God. You represent the Barton family, the Foreman family, the Gerald family, the McMullen family, the Coiner family, but also you represent the family of God. And let that be the foundation that you succeed in. Let that be the foundation that you lose in, the foundation that you live life in. Always fall back on that. Call them. Have video chats with these people. Anybody, text them. These leaders who've been your leaders the last few years, I've told them over and over again, when you guys graduate, that you are still a priority. We will still come to Morgantown. We'll come to Pittsburgh. We'll come anywhere you guys, or we'll come to Cedarville. We want to see you guys. We want to hang out with you guys because we love you and we cherish you. And hopefully you'll let us. Hopefully you'll invite us, and hopefully we'll be able to spend life together still. But you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait to start having these conversations with people. Do it tonight. Don't think 2 years from now, oh, I remember that amazing small group leader I had. I should reach out to him. Reach out to him tonight. Reach out to him in these next few days. If you guys are able to have people at your actual graduation at the end of June, invite us. We want to be there for you. We want to celebrate you. We want to scream for you. But remember that even though graduation today may not look like you had planned, the celebration is still happening. We're still celebrating you because you are a person worth celebrating. As I think about you six specifically, you guys were all sophomores when I got to FECW, and you guys were still, and as you still are, you were still trying to figure out who you are. You're still trying to figure out what your goals were. You're trying to figure out what skill sets you guys had, and you guys have grown up in amazing, amazing ways. From Peyton, just the way you've stepped into helping Young Life get started, and you stepped up in the student leader team at the summit. Just the way you're passionate and the ways you want to serve, and the way, and even the words of wisdom you shared earlier, that the quality of your friendships is so much more than the quantity, and that's just amazing advice. And just the way you've grown up has been amazing. Kate, I remember you driving down to Ripley your junior year, and you couldn't be at Winter Retreat, but you still wanted to be there, and you still came down and you sang with the late night worship service at Winter Retreat, and you've rocked it. And you've grown up in amazing ways, and whether it's on the softball field or in the classroom or just in the Summit Band, you've done some amazing things. I'm so proud of who you are today. Kennedy, you've made my life a lot easier the last several months because you took over some social media stuff. Joe Lizer, you left a hole, okay? You left a hole. You dropped the ball. I know you asked. I let you step away from social media stuff, but Kennedy, you stepped up and helped me out a lot of ways. And the one thing that you and Carrington both bring to my life is a lot of joy, because you guys are so passionate about sending me office memes. And whether it's Parks and Rec or Office, you guys do an amazing job doing that, and I'm so appreciative of that. And I'm excited for you at Cedarville, both of you. And Carrington, just the passion that you have for serving people is it's infectious, and people catch it, and people want to serve because of the way you serve. So both of you guys, as you step into Cedarville, I cannot wait to see what you're going to do with us in graphic design, or you're going to become a PA. And if the Foreman family, if Tony's any indicator, you're going to need a PA in that family. You'll be taking care of his knee forever. So sorry, Tony, don't fire me. Emma, starting off coming to your soccer games, and just you are just the young vocalist in the Summit Band, and you have gone from just one of the vocalists to an amazing leader in that Summit Band. And watching you this past year at Winter Retreat completely take over and lead, and stepping up this year and leading, your leadership has grown leaps and bounds, and you've matured so greatly over the last 3 years. And it was exciting to watch you on the soccer field. It was exciting. I still will never forget the picture that I captured. I think you were like this in the air, and I'm pretty sure your coach put it on a trophy. He didn't give me photo credit, but he put it on a trophy. I'm not bitter about that. And Lily, whether it's on the soccer field or watching you absolutely crush it in track, and I loved what Ella, you said this morning in the graduation recognition, that you've enjoyed watching the back of her head in the 400. And it was fun watching you two together play soccer, but watching you two run track together. And like I said, I'm excited to go to WVU and watch you in track. Again, WVU track shirt. That's the full extent of my WVU, my blue and gold. But seeing how you've grown and matured over these last few years too, and all of you guys are so special. You guys mean so much to me. And even though there's some of you who were not able to participate tonight, there's other seniors that over these last few years, whether they've stayed around or they're not, there's so many seniors. And underclassmen, listen, you don't know the full extent of how this season has affected this group of seniors. You need to reach out to them and show them how much you care about them. All the seniors I'm talking about. They are some amazing people who I will miss dearly. I know that you guys will be around to visit, and you better come and visit, please. Sadie wants to see you guys. I want to see you guys, and the Summit wants to see you guys. Whenever you guys come home, you're always welcome on Sunday nights to participate and join us. But just know, remember whose child you are. At the end of the day, while yes, you represent your family, you also represent God, and you also represent the Summit family. So we're really excited to see how you will carry the name of Jesus into your colleges, into your classrooms, onto the track, anywhere you guys go. You guys are going to do amazing things. From myself, from my family, from the Summit family, from the Summit leadership team, from FBCW, you guys are absolutely amazing. We're so excited to see how God's going to use you in this next journey. He's got some amazing plans for you. You think your plans are amazing? You have no idea what He's got in store for you, and we are excited. We wait in humble anticipation to see exactly how it's going to play out. So it's class of 2020. Congratulations to you guys. We love you. We miss you. We cannot wait to see what God does for you and what God does through you. I love you guys, and hopefully we can see you all soon. In the chat section, everybody give a huge shout out to these amazing seniors. As we wrap up tonight, and it's been enjoyable just to spend time together with you all online, just to brag a little bit on these seniors. Ultimately, we need to know and remember that we make our boast in the Lord, and we need to thank God for all that He's done. And I want to just pray over pray over you all to celebrate what God's been doing, to celebrate what you all have been doing. And I also pray over you guys as we step out from this evening into what God has in store for us the rest of the night and also in these days and weeks to come. Father God, we thank you so much for this evening that we've been able to have, to spend time as a faith family, as a Summit family from around this valley, from our computers, from our homes, wherever we are watching from. God, we thank you for the opportunity that we've been able to have to worship, and we're so excited to be able to worship again in person. And God, we ask that you protect that space, we ask you to protect that time, and protect everybody who's able to come. And God, I just thank you so much for the night that we've been able to have to celebrate and honor these seniors. And God, we're so excited to see what you're going to do. And God, we ask that you do abundantly more than all that we could ever think or imagine. That the power of work within us, through the power of your Holy Spirit, do amazing works in all these students' lives. Those 6 who are here tonight, and even the other ones who are not able to be here. God, you know every single name that I have running through my head. And I just want you to bless them and honor them and bring them to a place where they know and trust you, where they bring them to a place where they know and believe that you have amazing plans for them. God, be with us as we close out this evening. God, we're so thankful for this time. In your son's name we pray. Amen. We love you guys, and we hope that we can see you all soon.